everyone. I just came home and I wanted to actually go relax and watch some TV, but I noticed that my flower arrangement needs some care, and I haven't really done much for it in the past few days. I actually made this arrangement on Saturday, and I got the flowers a few days before that. So some of the flowers are newer, some of the flowers were not as fresh. So it definitely means it's not looking as fresh anymore today. It was better this morning. And I'm just going to take a look around and see how I can freshen it up a little bit, just like how we girls go and fresh up our makeup in the middle of the day sometimes. So I'm gonna show you what I do, just in case you have a flower arrangement at home. It's a little bit more trickier with these arrangements on a vase because I use a chicken netting to hold the flowers. So it might be a little bit more tricky to get the flowers out, and it is not and also, even if there wasn't any chicken netting, most probably if you wanted to get all of them out, then it would not hold the same shape anymore. So what I'm going to do is to go through, find all the flowers that I want to actually cut. Also the flowers that I want to get rid of because they're now too old, and also, and then once I cut everything, then I'm gonna refresh the water, throw out the old water. It would be a little bit tricky because I need to just use this like open a hole somewhere, hold some of the flowers, do that. But that's definitely necessary. It's best if you can change the flowers, the arrangements, water every day. But if not, at least every couple of days, like every other day, that would be perfect. That would be better than nothing. It would make sure that your flowers last much longer. So I'm gonna go in with the flowers that are not looking good at all. So these flowers, these ones were super seasonal, and I really like them. They're very cute, but unfortunately they're more like wildflower, so they are not gonna last that long. That's what I was kind of expecting, but they were really cute, so I wanted to have them. This is another good trick. Just put your trash bin right next to you, so you don't have to make a mess anywhere else. Okay, maybe I can still use this. Let's see, what else? This one is not looking well. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see this side, but as you can see, I'm like really picking up on flowers that don't have much left. This one never opened. Unfortunately, I wish it was, but it is not gonna open. It's not looking as happy anymore. Okay, so maybe I put these back in, or let me just see if I can like clean up a little bit more on this side. So these ones also need a cut, so it would be helpful. Yeah, so these ones, they're surprisingly good. I really like them, and they've been holding up better than I expected. Okay, coming to rose. These roses, the roses can actually last long if they're very fresh, but they need to be really like maintained well. And so usually I just pick up some of the petals, and sometimes you just cannot make them like they're just dead, and you throw them away. And this is at that point really, but I want to still keep it. I'm just gonna try to be very careful and not touch it more than this. But most of it will just like last another day. What else do I have on this side? Even even if you have like greeneries, like any eucalyptus, it would be good to cut them. Make sure to also not have any sort of leaves in the water. That is like that's definitely like one of the worst things that you might have already done. What else? So yes, so these all look good. Lilies, I actually did a video today. I don't know if you've seen that, but the lilies are they flowers. They actually smell good too. You don't find that many flowers that have a smell, but they do smell good if you like it, like the smell. But they can be really messy, so I just did a video to show how to get rid of the pollen. I think doing that, it just like makes lilies perfect. You just have to like try to do it as soon as possible. Honestly, don't wait that long, because like overnight they can really like drop, and then like they make a mess everywhere. Okay, so I'm putting these back in because I'm going to do another section. What do you think about this one? I think I need to get rid of this too. Or maybe at least that part. I don't know. It's not much left here, but it's still cute. What else? I'm going to put this back into, this is a pretty big vase. Sometimes I go and change the vase as well, just go smaller. Because like, especially if I don't see like that many, I don't have that many fresh flowers. Since these lilies are taking a lot of space at this moment, actually when I put them, only 2 of them like had flowers on. So that's another nice thing about lilies. Lilies actually, they bloom, and the blooms actually open, the flowers come out. So that's also not something that happens with every flower. So if you keep up with them, if you cut them, make sure that they have fresh cuts, they can last over a week and 10 days. It's nice when not all the blooms are open, so like over time you get more flowers as like some of them dies, like this one is almost dead. I think I'm gonna just cut it. The other ones open up, so that's also nice. What else? This one is dead, sadly. Really like the color. These are not doing that well, but you know what? I think I can still keep the top part. Maybe just like get rid of these flowers, these parts. So the lower parts, I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, definitely some needed a cut. Should have been better and actually clean this up earlier today, but I was kind of busy with work. I had a lot to do today. Kind of stuck, but you see, like, it's one of the nice things of using chicken netting is that like you basically have the place, and all you have to do is like insert the flower back in, versus without the netting, if it was more like just like flowers were on a vase, then they might not have been able to hold up as well. I try to keep an arrangement alive for at least a week, and sometimes even longer. Just like keep moving the flowers. And I like to use like different types of flowers on my arrangements. So if one is not like, I kind of go with a mix of like flowers that are gonna last not that long, and flowers that are gonna last longer, so that like it's not like I'm not gonna buy another arrangement in the middle of the week. So I want to keep the one that I have for at least a week or even longer. I'm back. Okay, now I have water. So this vase is really nice. I love this vase, but it is marble, so super heavy. I don't know if I recommend it to anyone, but they have I like the design and the looks of it. It is just that it is kind of hard to carry. Okay, what else? I'm gonna get rid of the leaves on these. Not looking well, but I don't know the other things on it, which I don't know what they call them. Those are cute. I'm gonna keep it, and I think it's still aesthetically nice enough to be in the vase. I think we need to get rid of more of these leaves in the bottom so that the water doesn't get murky. That can help. Okay, what are we gonna do? So now it's quite empty. So I kind of like have to do an arrangement almost. But it's not too hard, right? Just have to figure out how you want to put everything. This one is kind of done. Okay, let's see. Let me just cut these leaves as well. Just gonna try to do this as fast as possible. Takes a lot of time, for sure, but it's therapeutic. It's nice. Okay. And my water for tea is also boiling. I'm gonna make a cascara tea. Got it from a local coffee store. You might have seen it on my profile. I really like their coffees, and they have really good cascara tea, which I always got as a side, a small gift from them. So I always use those as small gifts as well. I love free things, don't you? Okay, let's see. Smells are really cute. I love the color. And these are nice, you know, like it makes actually your, it's actually like adds a nice texture. Because they're like small, they have a different color. So I really like them. It doesn't matter if these are not like bougie, fancy flowers, but they look cute. I think for everything, like all the flowers are so beautiful. I never judge them. It's like every person in this world, everybody's beautiful. Okay, almost there. Didn't take that long, see? Bring this back in, maybe in the middle, a little bit. I'm gonna put the lilies in because now they have a lot of space to show off. Let's see what I'm gonna do. So this is kind of like an interesting way of arranging it. Okay, yeah. This on this one side. And this one here. Yeah. Okay, perfect. No, I know that this is not gonna last that long, but still it is working. I'm gonna keep this in the middle to give that color. More of these. Now like turns out, you know what, I'm gonna actually get rid of this rose because it is dead, so I shouldn't try to keep it. But yeah, these are now, it is kind of like also beautiful, you know, like it is not the most like the day one, but it is quite nice to me. Like it is, I like just to keep this around, and maybe tomorrow or the day after, depending on how busy I am tomorrow, I might move it to a smaller vase and just keep it going for a while. I'm not gonna let go of my arrangement. Perfect. Just got this needle here, and we'll be done. Nice. What do you guys think? Not bad. Not as nice as I wanted it, as it looked like I think in the day one, which is expected, but does the job. It still looks pretty to me. And these are quite tricky flowers, so maybe like even like a different arrangement, a smaller vase would have been even easier. But I think this is pretty good for tonight. It's almost 9:30 tonight, so I want to go watch TV. Have a good night.